When going on a vacation or visiting an area out of town, you are faced with the option of where to make your new home for the remainder of your time. A common choice that people choose is an Airbnb. In this video, we will be explaining both the positives and negatives of Airbnbs and whether this option is truly beneficial for guests, hosts, and the surrounding community. The first positive thing we look at for Airbnbs is how it is cheaper and more convenient than its alternative. Compared to the hotels, Airbnbs are not only cheaper, but allow for more freedoms, such as freedom of location and freedom of space to do things such as cook your own meals. Next, we can look at the comfort Airbnbs provide for its guests. As previously mentioned, when visiting an Airbnb, you commonly have access to more spaces like a personal living room and kitchen. Airbnbs are also much more lenient on pet policies, allowing guests to have the accompaniment of pets they wouldn't typically have in an alternative option. These characteristics can make you feel as though you never left your house. And an additional comfort Airbnb services provide is the ability to live as a local. Through this experience, it allows you to feel as though you blend in and are more connected to those within the community.
Lastly, Airbnb has a review system that allows for transparency on both sides of the deal. The hosts and guests are given the ability to rank each other and see their past rankings from prior transactions, allowing a guest or host to be able to weed out those who they don't see fit for making a deal with.
Now we are on to the potential negatives that can arise with Airbnbs. First, we will look at legal issues. Did you know that in some states, local laws may actually make certain Airbnb hosting illegal, meaning that you will take the punishment at hand if you decide to interact in these situations? As an Airbnb host, one might have the misconception that they are fully insured on every bit of potential damage a guest can cause, but in many cases, Airbnb has actually refused to pay for damages done to a host property, leaving the host liable for the damages.
Secondly, we can look at privacy and safety concerns. Many safety regulations on properties such as sprinklers, carbon monoxide detectors, and fire alarms aren't commonly or strictly enforced. In the past, people's privacy has also been invaded by the use of hidden cameras and other monitoring devices.
Hosts also have the ability to discriminate based upon characteristics of those asking to rent, whereas a hotel has regulations in place to prevent this.
Finally, Airbnbs can have a negative effect on the locals. The increasing number of Airbnbs can cause a shortage in long-term housing for local residents. A frequent way Airbnbs have become harmful is through raising rent for neighbors in the same duplexes or apartments. When a host consistently rents out their property in bulk, it can cause overcrowding. This can lead to higher chance of parties or noisy and obnoxious guests, which in turn begins to lower the quality of life for local residents.
The overall consensus we came to is that Airbnb is a beneficial option for hosts and guests. With a few improvements to benefit the local community, we believe that Airbnb can be without a doubt the best option for a vacation or out-of-town stay.
Thank you for watching.